All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, the 16th of November. Definitely getting a little darker, chilly days coming on here, so let's get those bodies warmed up. Per usual, my normal statement is if you have any questions on things, please let me know. Some of you guys got my email yesterday. If you need equipment, Play It Again Sports has done a great job. They have definitely the extremes, a lot of heavier 30 pounds and above items, and then under 12s and 10s and 8s. But they also have a lot of kettlebells, like a lot of kettlebells. So if you're looking for kettlebells, again, let me know. Go get those there. I can pick it up for you. And we don't do a lot of kettlebell swings or those types of things, but having a single heavy weight can always be helpful. Anyhow, let's get to work. Good morning, Mama D. All right. Today we're gonna work a little bit again, kind of like Friday. We're gonna do a loop of a warm-up legs, right? We're gonna warm up the body and the soul and the lungs. We're gonna repeat this loop later on with weight distribution exercise, purposeful weight distribution exercises, blah, blah, blah. A lot of work today, so let's get to work. Stationary reverse lunges, we have done it before. On the warm-up loop, we're gonna do 10 of each thing. Later on, we'll change the reps when we have the weight distribution. We're gonna do this loop 4 total times today. We're only doing 10 of these right now. But later on, again, the reps are different and the weight will be different. So I wanna warm up the knees and the ankles and the hips, which you don't really warm up joints, you mobilize them. And we're gonna lengthen those muscles and contract those muscles and get the body ready to go. 10 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. 10 total alternating, lengthening, balancing, stiff-legged deadlifts. Again, when we do this later on, there'll be purposeful weight distribution. And I say that because a lot of our workouts, I'll be like, hey, hold the weight in either hand or hold the weight in both hands. Especially last week when we did our unilateral pushing and pulling. One of those hands to not get beat up too much. Anyhow, 10 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. We're gonna shake it off a little bit, right? We're getting warm and loose. 10 total alternating stationary forward lunges. Step, load, and push. Step, load, and push. We're not in a hurry on our warm-up loop. We've done these things before. 10 total alternating stationary forward lunges is a pushing exercise. Step, load, and push. And again, we're not in a hurry as we get warmed up, turning that mind and body on. When you get done, you've got your lateral lunge. Step, load, and push. Reminder later on, we'll talk about where the weight goes when we hold that weight later on the alternating stationary lateral lunge. Step, load, and push. 10 total alternating step, load, and push. And take your time. If you have the tool, you've got your 10 total step-ups. If you don't have a tool, you can repeat any of the other ones. I would say do the stationary reverse lunges. 10 total alternating, either step-ups if you have the tool, or mix up any of the other ones you've done. Step-ups, remember, lower and heavier is quads, higher is always harder and hamstrings. So the tool, the height of the tool determines what you're doing. 10 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. Remember, we're gonna do that loop again later on with weight distribution. When you're ready, let's turn the dial up a little bit. 20 total standing scissors. Stand, right? We've done these before. You're lengthening. It's 20 total. You're not going to do it again, right? I want to turn the dial up a tiny, tiny, tiny bit on the standing scissors as you lengthen and breathe and focus. And I know it's not truly blood slinging, but you're moving that body, right? You're causing that blood to move, and it's got to come back in. That's part of that warm-up process. Muscles are lengthening, oxygen's going in, CO2 is going out, rhythm. You might feel your temperature rise. Standing runners, standing rotation, breathe. You've got activation, you've got mobility. 20 total standing runners. Breathe and focus on your standing runners. Mobility, those joints move a tiny bit more. Again, that temperature starts rising up a little bit. 20 total standing runners. 20 total Jack LaLannes. Again, now I do want you to think stretching. And I do see it sometimes. I see people just stay down. You don't stay down, you gotta get up. You gotta get up, right? Get big and get down and dirty and funky. 20 total alternating Jack LaLannes. Breathe and focus. We are getting that body warm and ready for your day. Again, we have purposeful weight distribution exercises. After your 20 total alternating Jack LaLannes, we're gonna slow it down just a touch. 10 regular squats. Hips, 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 hips. I want those hips moving a ton. Only 10. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Your glutes should always be turning on. Eyes, right? It's all about posture. You're looking out in front of you. You're not looking down. You're not looking up. 10 regular squats. Again, we're getting those muscles and joints ready. We slowed it down a tiny bit. 10 wide squats. Same rules. Hips move a ton. Your glutes always turn on, or they're supposed to turn on. You've got flexibility on your wide squat as long as you maintain motion compared to your regular squat. Flexibility on the wide squats. Your hips get lengthened more. 10 total wide squats. You'll then shake it off. 10 narrow squats. Feet are inside the width of your hips. Your hips, your hips, your hips, your posture, your breathing on your 10 narrow squats. Mobility on a narrow squat compared to a regular squats. Your joints move a little bit more on the narrow squat. Breathe and focus on your 10 narrow squats. You'll be on the ground. We're gonna turn it up a tiny bit. 20 ab ground scissors, and then 20 ab ground runners, and then 20 on your swimmers, and our warm-up will be done. Remember, when I do these thorough warmer-uppers, right, we have intent behind it today. We're gonna turn that dial up a tiny bit. I need your body ready for today's workout. 20 scissors, legs straight, arms straight, torque, leverage on your scissors. Breathe and focus. 20 total scissors. A little more abs, a little more motion, torque and leverage on your scissors. You'll then go into your runners. Runners is elbows to knees. Starting from the ground, you get that concentric contraction. You move more, you might contract more. Starting from the up, you've got the isometric position, and then you work on the extension of the exercise, the eccentric component. So mix up how you do your runners. They do look similar, but it's all about that activation, mobility, extension. After you do your 20 runners, you're on your swimmers. You can be on your hands and knees, prone swimmers. There's a little more balance associated to a hands and knees prone swimmer. You can lay on your stomach for your prone swimmers. They are both called prone swimmers. Being on the ground, you might get more contraction. Upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes. Laying on your hands and knees, again, more mobility, more motion, more balance on your swimmers. 20 total swimmers. Breathe and focus. Get involved, get excited. When you are done, let's get your space ready. We're gonna go back to that first initial part of the warm-up loop, but now the numbers change and the weight changes. I want you to hold the weight in your right hand the whole time. That's my request. our right hand does get a little tired. But I'm not worried because we're gonna do things between it to rest your hands. So, set one, you've got your 20 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. So you're still alternating your legs, but the weight is in your right hand, whether your right hand is down or your right hand is up. 20 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. You warmed up with these earlier for 10 without weight. You now are holding a weight in your right hand, whether it's up or down. 20 total alternating is 10 each leg. Clearly we're gonna do this later on with the weight on the left hand, later on. And then at the end of the workout, we're gonna do the heavier version, hopefully. 20 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. When you get done, you're going to do 20 high knees, running revolutions or walking reps. It doesn't take very long, so when I say don't go fast, I'm not looking for these little quick ones. I want big ones, whatever you choose. So after your 20 total alternating stationary reverse lunges, you've got 20 high knees. Running is revolutions and walking is reps, but I want the big version. They're called high knees for a reason. Get your knees up. That is the ultimate goal. Whether you can do them quickly or not is up to you. But again, your hands get a tiny rest when we do these things. Your right hand has the weight again, but you're gonna do 20 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Right hand, when you do your right leg, that is super loading or bilateral work. And when it's unilateral work. When you do your right hand, left leg, because you're alternating your legs, that is that bilateral load cross balance. Most people are better when they do the opposite arm, opposite leg. Most people shift a little bit and or lose balance when it's the same arm, same leg. And although you're still working your hamstrings and your glutes, right, and your good lower back, that shift, right, from the outer hamstring or semitendinosus to the inner hamstring, the semimembranosus, there is a shift in muscles, how they activate. Blah, blah, blah. It's Monday morning, Chris. Stop talking. After your 20 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, you got your butt kicks. 20 total butt kicks. Again, either running revolutions or walking reps. I'm looking for a little bit of exertion. I'm looking for about 30 seconds to rest your hand, right? It's a right-handed circuit. Everything is alternating on the legs. And here we are doing some agility. No rush. Set 3, right arm, 20 total alternating stationary forward lunges. Again, there's your cross balance, there's your bilateral load, and then there's your unilateral load or super loading. Step, load, push. I didn't say it earlier on the warm-up, but if you need to, right, you could do right hand 20 narrow squats if you need to. I don't want your knees to bug you. I don't want your ankles to bug you. I don't want your hips to bug you. But I am looking for a little bit of weight distribution, a little bit of balance. 20 total alternating stationary forward lunges. When you get done, jumping jacks. You can do the big jumping jack version, or you can do the big walking jack version. Either way, you're gonna do 20 jumping jacks, right? We are warming up, we're getting going. We've got a couple of these leg loops with some exertion today. The numbers will change more in the third loop of these. The first two loops are similar, the second two loops are similar. 20 jumping jacks or walking jacks. Again, big, we're moving. I promise you a lot more work today, you guys. Right hand has the weight again on your lateral lunge. Step, load, and push. That weight stays inside. Hope you see that. Later on, right? You'll have the opposite in the left hand, that's later on. step, load, push on your alternating stationary lateral lunge. You've got the unilateral load. You've got the bilateral load. Breathe and focus on your alternating lateral lunge with a weight in your right hand. When you get done, you've got taps. Higher, bigger, harder, slower is reps. Lower, quicker, easier, faster is revolutions. Taps. If it's this, do reps. If you're able to quickly do them, do revolutions. And again, you could tap anything, but I actually want you to tap it. I don't want you to kick it, and I don't want you to airball it. I actually want you to tap the bench, tired cat, dog, 20 either reps or revolutions. You guys warming up yet? When you get done, you're on the step-ups if you have the tool, or again, you could repeat any of the other lunges, or we're gonna do on Wednesday, you've got the squats if you need to mix up any of your squats. I want the weight in your right hand. 20 total alternating step-ups, or you can repeat any of the lunges. Again, you'll be doing more later on. If you want to mix in a regular squat, wide squat, or narrow squat, cool. But we're going to do those on Wednesday. Again, the theme per se this week will be the weight distribution on exercises. Right hand has it on your step-ups, lower, heavier quads, higher, harder hamstrings. After your 20 total reps, last one is either jump squats or pulsating squats. Totally your choice. You've got the impact, you've got power, load, all those wonderful things. You still have load, you decrease power, you decrease impact. 20 is the number on your jump squats or pulsating squats. I really hope your bodies have turned on by now. It wasn't the hardest circuit in the world. It definitely should have woken you up. Oh yes. Alrighty. Again, we're gonna do that loop a couple times today. When you are ready, it's time for a little bit of upper body. You've got your curl to press. You can sit tall, you can stand tall. Your combo is gonna be abs. So, if you have a bench or ball, remember you don't have to go to the ground on your abs. If this circuit slows it down a little bit, curl to press. There's your bicep curl, turn, press. 20 total movements or 10 revolutions, and the reps or revolutions will go down as we do our circuit. 5 rounds. It'll be 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. We've done that before. And then we'll have our abs to go with it. Curl to press. 20 total movements or 10 revolutions. You can sit tall, you can stand tall, be tall, no matter how you want to do it. Curl to press. We're going to go 20 down by 4 if you count total reps, or 10 down by 2 if you count revolutions. 20 sit-ups. Legs straight or knees bent. You could lay on the ground, you could lay on a ball, you could lay on a bench. 20 sit-ups. Breathe. Upper body moves onto your lower body when you're doing sit-ups. You could have your legs straight, knees bent, feet narrow, feet wide, one leg straight, one leg bent. You can lay on the ground, ball, or bench. 20 sit-ups. Breathe. Focus on the task at hand, and that's your Monday morning workout. 20 sit-ups. So just to recap, nice good warm up, right? We loosen up the body, got those joints ready, got our soul ready. Circuit 1 and 3 will be our weight distribution legs to go with our exertion. Circuit 5 will be our heavier but less reps with exertion. Circuit 2 and 4 will be our 2 movement upper body with our abs. A lot of work. 16 total movements or 8 revolutions on your curl to press. You could sit tall, bench or ball. You could stand tall. You could balance if you want to work on some balance. Mix them up as you wish. 16 total movements or 8 revolutions on your curl to press. Focus and breathe. I like it. I like it. No rush. Working hard. Monday morning. When you get done with your 16 total movements or 8 revolutions, remember, I'm only trying to be a little bit ahead of you. I'm not trying to push your pace on the upper body and abs. You're laying on something for your reverse crunches. You could lay on a bench. You could lay on the ground. You could have your body up and focus on the eccentric component of the reverse crunch. You could have your body down. There still is an eccentric component. You just contract your abs a touch less. Either way, abs tight, back flat, legs are moving because of your abs. Reverse crunches. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. 20 on your reverse crunches. I like it, I like it, I like it. Focus, focus, focus. Nice little upper body ab circuit. Circuit 4 when you do it. Potentially you could stay on the ground the whole time. When you get there, round 3 is your 12 total curl 2 presses or 6 revolutions. Now, I know the reps are changing. And if you don't have the ability to change the weight, then what is the rule? Time and motion. Make sure it's slow and big if you can't go heavier. 12 total movements or 6 revolutions on your curl to press. You're sitting tall or standing tall. When you get done, you're on V-ups. V as in victory. We have done V-ups many, 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 many times. You're either on the ground or bench on your V-ups. Legs straight, arms straight, torque, leverage, mobility of hips and spine, flexibility of your posterior muscles, activation of your anterior muscles, and it's a great gauge to how you are feeling today and what your general fitness level is. 20 V-ups. V as in victory. Even though we're not done with the workout, V as in victory. Hanging out, chilling, working, Monday morning. When you get done with your V-ups, you're on your 8 curl to press or 4 revolutions. Now I know the reps seem like they're high, but if you really looked at it the last week and a half, the reps are actually a little bit lower if you're talking about per muscle. We did a lot of those 10s last week on our pushing and pulling, and we had the down by 5s on some stuff, and again the intent was to slow it down, make it a little heavier, a little bit bigger. 8 total curl presses or 4 revolutions. And again, I apologize for getting up and down, but the intent of this circle was to go slow. And I always kind of give you an unfair analogy. The Turkish get-up is an exercise that trains you to get on and off the ground without creating momentum. So pretend it's an exercise. 20 toe touches. Again, laying on the ground or bench. 20 toe touches. Abs tight, abs tight. You have shortened the muscle with the position when your legs went up, and you shorten the muscle with the exercise, which is the concentric contraction. 20 toe touches. When you get done, you're on your last set of 4 curl to press, 2 revolutions, and then you're on to your Supermans to end the circuit. 4 total movements, which I know is nothing, or 2 revolutions. Now, I didn't change my weights either, because I know a lot of people don't have a lot of weights. So it's big, slow, low, all those things. Supermans, I know a lot of people don't like them because it's not the most comfortable position. If you can't do the everything up, I get it. You can just do your lower body, you can just do your upper body, and if you really must, you can do swimmers. 20 Supermans. I want you to pretend you're here at the gym on the hyperextension machine. It's a little less mobile, it's supposed to be a little more contraction, but I know it's not the most comfortable position to be on. 20 Supermans. When you get done, get your space ready. We're going to be doing the left-handed version of those legs we did earlier. We're going to go through our agility exertions again. I don't want you to move faster, but I don't mind if you go at your own pace. So don't wait for me. That doesn't mean you go faster. Set 1, left hand, 20 total alternating. We won't do 20s later on, I promise you. 10 each leg, stationary reverse lunges. You'll then do your 20 high knees. So as long as you maintain your good motion, 2.5 to 3 second reps, and then you have your 20 on your exertions. I'm not going to stop at you and yell at you and all those things. I want you to focus on good motion with a nice, good, quick exertion combo to rest your hand. 20 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. The weight will be in your left hand the whole circuit. Later on will be heavier and less reps for the 3rd and final loop or 4th and final loop of these things. When you get down to the 20 legs, you got your 20 high knees. You've got your running revolutions. You've got your walking reps, but it's high knees. It's not low knees. We don't go to football practice and do low knees unless you're wearing purple and gold. We do a lot of low knee stuff at purple and gold. We do a lot of high knees down there in the green and yellow state. You're welcome. I'll stop there. After your high knees, you've got your alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Left hand has it, right? There's your left hand. There's your unilateral load when it's same arm, same leg. And then there's the bilateral load, which opposite arm, opposite leg. 20 total alternating, 10 each leg, stiff-legged deadlifts. Notice I'm not shifting, right? All I'm doing is my hand is staying down and I'm going to the foot that changed. I'll see a lot of people shift as they do this. Minimal movement, but that's where that displacement comes in. 20 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Then you'll do your 20 on your butt kicks. Remember, I'm trying to be a little bit ahead of you so you know what to do. You get it done. It's not that you move faster. You just might not take any breaks. We'll do the 3 loops of the agility exertion today. So on that final loop of this, you'll repeat the agility again. The focus is weight distribution on these legs. We had a warm-up loop. We had the 2 weight distributions, and the final one is heavier but less reps. 20 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts goes with your butt kicks. When you get there, you got your stationary forward lunge. Left hand, 20 total alternating legs, stationary forward lunge. Breathe and focus and work. Remember, last week was probably the least amount of legs we've had in a week. You had hips on Monday. You had a little bit of legs on Wednesday. And although you had legs on Friday as more quad, glute, calves, right? More static or single joint leg focused. But you had the options of dynamic leg motion. 20 total alternating stationary forward lunges goes with your jumping jacks. Again, you can do the big, wide jumping jacks, or you can do the big, wide walking jacks. Both are big, both are wide. One has more impact than the other. 20 total alternating stationary forward lunges, and then do 20 on your jumping jacks. Remember, this is your workout. You're not doing somebody else's, you're not doing mine. I want to be a little bit ahead of you so you know what to do, not so you move faster. Round 4, you've got your stationary alternating lateral lunge. Step, load, and push on your alternating lateral lunge. Remember, the left arm loaded, the left leg working, unilateral super loading. Maybe it doesn't be the heaviest thing in the world. It's just that your upper body is loaded and your lower body is working on the same side. 20 total alternating stationary lateral lunges. And that goes with your taps. You can tap something. If it's big and challenging and slower, it's reps. If it's a little quicker, maybe a little smaller, it's revolutions. Taps. But I actually want that tapping motion. I need to tap it. Don't pick it and don't not tap it. I see that all the time. It kills me. That finite motion, right? It's like the difference between writing in cursive and writing in print, right? Not being cursive. That nice finite skill of tapping something and not kicking it. 20 total alternating lateral lunges goes with your 20 taps. It's either reps if it's big and challenging, or revolutions if it's a little smaller, a little quicker. When you get done with that, you've got either the step ups if you have the tool, or you can repeat the lunge you did earlier. I do want you to repeat the thing you did earlier because you had it in your right hand, and we're looking for that weight distribution, right? 20 total alternating step ups if you have the tool, or you can repeat the leg you did earlier. Weight is in your left hand. Total alternating step-ups, or you can repeat any of those legs, whatever you did earlier. When you get done, you're on your jump squats or pulsating squats. Remember, you're going to do this on a third time after our next upper body ab circuit. The leg reps will be lower and heavier. The agility will be there one more time. Again, reminder that last round is 20 total alternating step-ups and or repeating the leg that you did earlier. And then you have your 20 either jump squats or step-ups. Sorry, jump squats or pulsating squats. When you get done, take a big deep breath. Potentially you can stay on the ground the whole time. We're gonna do our fly presses that you have done before. So it's a chest, shoulder, right, pull, push combo, kind of like the curl press. Again, a very common move. Same numbers, but your abs will be the scissors and runners and swimmers and windshield wipers. So same numbers, same rhythm, same idea. When you are ready, you don't have to lay on the ground. You can lay on a bench or ball, but you'll probably be on the ground with your combo. Round 1, 20 total movements or 10 revolutions on your fly to press. Mindset, shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades cause the width of the exercise, and then remember your shoulder blades as you do the push. Slow, wide pulling, smooth pushing. 20 total reps. And then you'll do your 20 slow sit-up scissors. You did them earlier on your warm-up loop. Again, take your time. You don't have to lay on the ground on your fly press. However, it does save you a trip. Your combo is scissors. Legs straight, arms straight. We did them earlier on the warm-up. The first 3 will be the same as earlier. The last 2 will be your windshield wipers and Russian twists. Again, very common movements for us. Your fly press will go down by 4 like earlier if you counted total movements, or it goes down by 2 if you're doing the revolutions. So round 1, 20 fly press, 10 revolutions, goes with your 20 scissors. Round 2, I'm not saying you'd have to be there, 16 fly press, 8 revolutions, goes with your 20 slow runners. Make sure those abs are slow and big. That way your hands and arms can rest for the exercise. Big, slow, wide chest pulling. Big, smooth chest pushing. Shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades. Width of exercise, shoulder blades, smooth exercise. 16 total movements, or you have the 8 revolutions on your fly to press. Your combo is 20 slow runners. Again, we talked about it earlier. By we, I mean I did. You got your runners if you come from the ground, right? There's that concentric motion, right? You're shortening. It's a good ab exercise. But if you haven't tried it yet after 104 workouts, get that nice up contraction and work on the lengthening component of the exercise. Very, very similar, but you'll have a different feel. A little more eccentric exercise, even though it's still labeled a concentric exercise. 20 slow runners, whether you come from the ground or come from the up. Oh yes, good morning everybody. Good morning. When you get done with your 20 slow runners, again, I want to be a little bit ahead of you. You're on your 12 fly press or 6 revolutions. Then you'll do your 20 swimmers. Shoulder blades cause the width of the exercise. Pulling chest exercise. Shoulder blades open up that chest. Pushing exercise. 12 total reps. 6 revolutions. Breathe and focus. Round 3, 12 total movements, 6 revolutions. You're on your swimmers again, second time today, last time today. You could be on your hands and knees, mobility and balance and reaching and upper back and middle back and lower back and glutes and lots of wonderful things. You can lay on your stomach. You're supported. You might have more contraction. It's still mobility and activation. 20 swimmers, round 3. When you get done, we're there, you guys, we're almost there. That last circuit is a little shorter and heavier and sweeter. It's the last thing you'll do. Round 4 is 8 fly press, 4 revolutions, and then you're gonna have your windshield wipers. Laying on your back, windshield wipers, lateral reverse crunch. After your 8 fly press, 4 revolutions. Breathe and focus. Yes. Big motion. Pulling and pushing on your 8 revolutions. Sorry, 8 reps, 4 revolutions. When you get done, you're on your windshield wipers. Lateral reverse crunch. Your legs are moving laterally. This is an ab core exercise, right? You do get some abs, but you're also getting all those little muscles that touch and wrap around your hips and spine. Mobility and flexibility around the hips and spine. 20 total windshield wipers. Big, huge motion. When you get done with those windshield wipers, last round of this circuit, you got that one more quick circuit to go. Quick-ish. You're on your 4 total fly press or 2 revolutions, and then you're gonna have your Russian twists. Again, I hope I'm a little bit ahead of you. My intent is to not discourage you by being way ahead of you. Pace comes from your rest. Higher pace, lower rest. Lower pace, higher rest. Pace does not come from faster lifting. However, if you have heavy weights and light weights, big room, little room, right? Tired and cranky Monday morning after the Seahawks loss, you know, we could have different thoughts on about a Monday morning, right? 4 on your fly press, and then you have your 20 Russian twist. If it is big and slow, it's reps. If it's little and quick, it's revolutions. I always want the bigger, slower ones, but there's mobility of joints and flexibility of muscles and strength and activation. 20 revolutions if it's little, 20 reps if it's big. And then you're gonna clear your space off one more circuit. But the nice thing is, numbers are lower. It'll be 12 on all of your legs, but you're gonna hold the heaviest weight possible, but I also need you to be safe, right? 12 is the number on your legs, so it's only 6 each leg, so it is less. But you have 20 on all of your exertions, yielding 300 exertions today, 200 abs core, you know, a couple legs, about 300 legs if you count the warm-up loop. Both hands, both weight, whatever the heaviest situation you can handle. 12 total stationary reverse lunges, 6 each leg. I didn't say lunge faster, I didn't say move faster, but this circuit will be quick. 12 total, alternating, 6 each leg, heavier but safe. When you get done, 20 high knees. It's your 3rd time. Get your knees up on those high knees. Get your knees up, pretty please. It's not low knees, it is high knees. So reminder, round 1, 12 total alternating stationary reverse lunges, 20 still on your high knees. So there's a touch of pace only because the reps went down. It's your last circuit. 12 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Remember, I'm looking for a heavy set. However, you can hold the weights or weight. 12 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts is only 6 each leg. Then you're on your 20 butt kicks for the last time today. 20 on your butt kicks. Again, get your knees and feet back. I see a lot of this. My knee didn't go back, my foot went up. Get your knees and feet behind you. Kick your own butt. If you haven't been kicked in the butt lately, I have. We all have, right? Kick your buns, please. 20. When you get done, 12 total alternating stationary forward lunges, 6 each leg. Step, load, push. It is heavy. You did a warm-up loop for 10s earlier. You had your weight distribution loops for 20s. And here we are on a heavy set of 12s. 12 total, alternating. 6 each leg. Stationary forward lunges. Goes with your jumping jacks or walking jacks. Big, huge, wide jumping jacks. Big, huge, wide walking jacks. You keep hearing the word big, huge, wide. Just because we're doing agility exercises doesn't mean we do little. I want big and exaggerated. When you get done, a tough one, you might need to adjust your weight, is that lateral lunge. If you have 2 weights, 1 weight stays out and 1 weight goes in, if that helps you with rhythm. Or you can really try to keep both hands in the middle. Now it is harder when you have 2 weights. If you have a 1 heavy weight, then yes, 2 hands in the middle. 12 total alternating lateral lunges, 6 each leg. You're almost done, you guys. Then you're gonna be on your taps. Higher, bigger, slower reps. Lower, little, quicker revolutions. Taps, get up there, let's go. Tap, 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 tap. 20 on your taps. Whatever it is, tap, tap, tap. It's not kick, kick, kick. When you get done, last round, if you have the tool, step ups. If you don't have the tool, you can repeat any of your lunges. And if you really want to do a set of squats, because of all the lunges we've done today, cool, it's only 12. 12 total alternating step ups if you have the tool. If not, repeat any of your lunges, or you can do a set of squats if you need to. 12 total reps. When you get done, you're on the jump squats or pulsating squats for 20. When that's done, you don't push the off button. You don't go run and jump into the shower. I need you to cool off, okay? I need you to cool off a little bit. I don't want you to walk out the door, sit in your car. I say the same thing when you're at the gym, right? You don't just go run to your car and sit there and drive. Blood pooling is not good for you. You're gonna hurt something. So today you can definitely label as a leg day. We had a weight distribution leg day. You had an exertion day, right? You worked hard. You had a little bit of up body, abs, and core. Good job. Pat yourself on the back. If you have time, sit down, cool off, and stretch. If you don't have time, calm down, cool off, bring your trainer a smoothie, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday morning.